Hear that? That's the sweet sound of Minute Maid slushies at McDonald's, turning up your summer with every sip, slurp, and ah.
Get a small sweet peach, blue raspberry, or fruit punch slushie for just $2. Or get any size soft drink for $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
All right, testing.
Making it quite clear how much I like audio.
Non-stop. You're always talking about audio these days.
I'm an audio fanatic.
By the way, you're getting great reviews in the podcast these days.
Yeah? Oh, we can get into that.
For sound quality. Some guy only listens to the show because you're on the show. Who knew you were so fucking popular?
Not me.
Yeah, we'll play back.
All right, let's do it.
Classic ball breaking 101.
We're always ball busting. Always breaking balls.
I love good old-fashioned ball
on this
busting.
show. Oh, man.
Busting the balls.
What type of shirt that is now? Moe's?
From The Simpsons. Moe's Tavern.
Okay. You always
It's
got,
like done like the Cheers.
you always got such
logo.
colorful shirts.
Yes,
there.
I do.
Very
Well, I figured to go
colorful.
with something green today because, 420, it's like not a pot smoker, but gotta get green in there somewhere,
We're the only two that are going to see you all day. Are you going
I
anywhere later?
might go out. I don't know.
okay.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know.
We're going to go to
Mother-
Mother Pugs?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're going to go hang out? You're going to smoke pot?
No,
You like to smoke pot?
I don't like to smoke pot.
You never smoked?
We
I've
did edibles
tried it.
on the podcast.
Apart from that, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big smoker.
I was going to put that episode out today. I was going to reshare it. Be like, hey, if you're, but that's probably not a good episode to listen to on 420. We can't handle it.
Can't handle it.
Go back and listen. That's episode 58. Testicles Part 2.
Testicles.
Yeah, he loves it though.
Oh, man.
What's up?
I got,
Yeah.
I want to start off the podcast from now on with a Jay Leno-esque monologue.
Okay.
I'm going to do some
Gonna
jokes.
read from the headlines.
Yeah, we'll
you guys can comment.
we'll pretend to be supportive. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Do we do like the music or something?
Yeah, play the music real quick. Play some Tonight Show.
I don't know if my Wi-Fi.
Okay, don't even worry about that.
No, I can do it. You can just keep talking.
Yeah, this is exciting. Play the
This is
music.
how the Jay Leno
Great
show
dead
actually.
music.
Is
This is how it used to start.
Is this the Tonight Show or the Jay Leno show?
No.
Remember the Jay Leno
The
show?
Jay Leno show. This is the Jay
This is,
Leno show.
when he did what was it? First and 10. That was his big bit.
First and 10. And Jimmy Kimmel came on and kind of mocked them. He was
Like, yeah, what was the greatest prank you ever pulled? And he's like, I had this prank I pulled where I told the guy I was going to give him my old job, and I took it back almost immediately.
and then Kimmel was like, Jay, we have kids. It's like fuck you, Jimmy Kimmel. It's like, you're not starving.
Really? Well, his kid died, didn't he?
Did his kid die?
No, his kid didn't die.
No, his kid almost died.
Almost died, and Kimmel's like, it's a good thing I have a lot of money because I can pay his hospital bills.
Yeah, what a little bitch.
He's like, but a lot of people don't have her, and so fortunate, and I'm going to cry because my uncle
He's
died.
always crying these days, that
He's a
Kimmel.
fucking douche.
I like when he played Ted Cruz in basketball. Did you see that?
No.
That was funny. He played Ted Cruz in basketball, and it was like the most cringeworthy thing. Like Ted Cruz, like Jimmy Kimmel was like out of breath, like
We're on in
seconds
5,
in.
4,
And like Kimmel
3,
was
2,
okay.
1.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Johnny Carson.
Yeah, I know. I said Jay Leno, but that's that doesn't matter.
So was the whole point.
Did he have a theme song? I don't know.
For the Jay Leno show or the Tonight Show?
You know what? I don't think he had a theme song, but he had a lot of sick cars.
Yeah.
Jay Leno was always known for his
Loves the
cars.
cars,
Is that a
guy.
joke?
Okay, ready?
I can't wait to laugh.
Oh, hey, yeah. Okay. There's a rumor that Alice Rodriguez is cheating on fiance Jennifer Lopez, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
ARod cheating? No way. Typical ARod gets you one ring and you find out he's been cheating the entire time.
Yep.
Okay. Zombie, did you see that Bret Hart was attacked?
No, I
during
didn't.
the Hall of Fame speech?
I
Yeah.
did not see that, no.
Yeah, it was the first time a Hart was attacked at a wrestling event. It had nothing to do with Jerry the King Lawler.
He had a heart attack once.
I thought you were going to toast me something like Andre the Giant or something.
Yeah, someone like fat.
No, I think, Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant was fat, though.
Well, he also was an excessive drinker.
He was very fat.
Go ahead, I don't
By the
know.
way, I think the people at home
more tall.
laughing hysterically at these. You see that Julian Assange? He was arrested. Did you see that?
Yes, they finally got
He
him.
finally got him. That's the WikiLeaks guy, right? He's one of the co-founders of WikiLeaks.
He's the founder of WikiLeaks.
Founder, but is he like a co-founder?
No,
Why, who?
He's like the old, like the, he's like
He's
the guy.
the whole show.
Well, he was arrested for hacking into a government computer, right? He planned on leaking top secret government information and the final script of Game of Thrones.
I never. I don't even watch Game of Thrones anymore.
You know when
I
like
stopped at the third.
You know when
season.
like an old guy talks about technology. That's like when Greg talks about Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. Doesn't know anything about it.
I know about it.
So like the clip in the news where they were bringing him out of the house or whatever.
He has a giant beard.
Yeah, he looked like Ben Kingsley.
Someone say
as the Mandarin in.
Someone say
Iron Man
his
3.
giant beard is Pamela Anderson. I'm in mode now. Now I'm hot. Now I'm on fire.
Go ahead.
You guys hear about this?
Oh, yeah, I heard all about it, yeah.
Canadian family was so afraid of American health care and the cost that they drove their dead father from Florida back to Canada. Right? It's
quite the drive.
Yes, it's quite the drive.
That's not the punchline.
No, it's not the punchline. If you're born in America as a foreigner, you're automatically an American citizen. If you're dead here as a foreigner, you're automatically in our debt.
You know what?
Our debt.
Our debt.
Debt. You know, like money, debt.
Get it?
Did you get the joke?
No.
What was that not to get?
I don't get the joke.
I was thinking about that one all morning. I was like, this one's good.
You're automatically a part of our
You're
debt?
part of our debt, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just
National debt, I guess.
Yeah. You're automatically in debt. You're in debt. Because you can't afford the health care? Well, if you have to explain it, it's not funny, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say, but I think that was hilarious. Again, the people at home laughing hysterically.
Yeah, well, how many times have I said something on this podcast
Hey, guys.
that I thought was hilarious, and you guys were just like, "Shut up, zombie."
Well, it's official now. You're the funniest guy on the show. It goes you,
And that tells
me,
you that-
and now it's like not even debatable. It has to be Greg. Greg's the least funniest on the
Hey, guys, be
There's
careful out there
there's a
driving.
scary thought.
Ohio passed the heartbeat bill. Okay, if you don't know what the heartbeat bill is, that means you can abort a baby if it has a beating heart, right? Ohio passed this bill, which you're pro-abortion, right? I think. That's bad news if you're pro-choice. Even worse news if you're pro-life, because Ohio women were just voted the most unfuckable woman in America.
This would be like it really would be a great late night show because the host stutters through.
No, Leno used to stutter all the time.
Yeah, it was part of his show. Also, it was like he would stutter, but it didn't seem like he didn't know how to read.
Leno used to stutter all the time. And Carson used to stutter all the time. Carson had bad monologues too. This is going great, I think. Again, I'm in front of two people. If I'm in front of 12, killing.
Yeah.
Zombie, you're a Lakers fan, aren't you?
Not really.
You're not a Lakers?
No.
You hear about Magic Johnson? No, he left the Lakers. Did you hear about that?
Didn't he leave a long time ago?
Well, yeah, he left them. He left. He was the team president.
The HIV.
Right, and now he left again, and the Lakers were like, Magic, you're leaving again. Is it AIDS again? Right? And Magic said, it's worse than AIDS. And the Lakers were like, well, what's worse than AIDS? Magic Johnson said, LeBron James' season. That's not good?
I was thinking of something else. I'm sorry. I heard it.
What was it?
No, if you've never fucked someone who's HIV positive, and then you fucked one of them, you would lose your HIV card.
Wow.
You get it? Because of V-cards? See, Greg, your unfunniness is just...
Never go solo.
An Israeli spacecraft went all the way to the moon, right? And the spacecraft crashed into the moon. That's impressive because who knew the moon was pro-Palestine?
I did.
I don't think that was that bad. These are all, I think, gold, by the way. If anyone wants to write these down and use them later.
You can find the transcription on our Patreon.
Okay. Hey, you hear about Walmart is being accused of racism because they're not hiring Mexican workers?
Shocking. Walmart
They're not hiring
shocking.
They're not hiring enough Mexicans. So they're starting a program. It's called to hire more Mexicans. It's called Build That Walmart.
That's not bad,
No, thank you.
I guess.
A couple more. A Fordham journalism student fell off the clock tower on Fordham campus. You hear about that?
Yes.
Fell to her death. She fell after she heard that Lori Loughlin was her mother.
See, I wrote that, and that's funny, but he butchered some of the
No, I didn't. I mean,
she committed suicide.
she didn't commit suicide. That wasn't the story.
Well, I made it up.
She
then.
fell off the.
Well, I said that she committed.
fell after she.
She jumped.
Hey, don't
off
break the fourth wall. This, Leno's writers didn't come out and start claiming jokes.
It'd be a better show if they did.
You're a joke killer, Jay. You're a joke killer.
Okay. Two more zombie. Because only for the audience. Did you know that KFC has secret menus? Did you know this?
I heard something.
You've heard something about this, yes.
So.
Not to be outdone, their competition, Popeye's Chicken, has secret locations. It's called Popeye's Chicken in white neighborhoods.
Is that funny?
There's a Popeye's Chicken in the Staten Island Mall. Do you count that as a white neighborhood?
Well, that's also on the black side of town, too.
Right in the middle.
Well,
It's funny. I got it.
yeah, thank you. One more.
The most selfish part of it. It's like the most selfish start to the podcast.
I don't think it is. I think I'm killing.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Did you hear about Cardi B? Did you hear about this?
What
Cardi
now?
B? She's drugging and robbing guys.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Typical Bronx puta, but I still like to puta my dick in her ass. Am I right, guys?
I like that
Oh,
one.
man. Oh. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
Show's over, everybody. Good night.
How long was that?
10 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect. That was perfect.
You can tune in now, everybody. Oh, man.
Well, people like topical humor, Rob, and that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Okay. Now I got to steer the ship, I guess, right?
I guess so.
Well,
Guys, steer the ship into an iceberg. An iceberg of unfunny.
I think all those.
I just don't like monologue jokes.
You don't like monologue
Nah,
jokes?
I've never been a fan. I never liked any monologue jokes. Even like when Letterman, I always found was just funny.
Know why monologue
His jokes aren't funny.
Know what it is about monologue jokes? It's like, aha, I caught you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's clever. That's nice. I never like howled at a monologue joke.
Right.
I mean, there's like a couple that are funny, but like I never really.
A couple in there, probably. You're talking about, right?
Some of those are great.
Moving on.
I always like the banter on talk shows.
You like the banter.
Yeah, I always like when they brought
Witty
out
banter.
like when they brought out like a guest and like they're like a handsome Hollywood actor, but they just play really naturally off the host,
Right.
like that kind of stuff.
You're all about that.
I like banter.
You like banter.
I think one of the most underrated arts of being a guest on a talk show is setting up the movie clip.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, oh, like, so you have a film coming out. He goes, yeah, I got a film. We just got done shooting and stuff like that. And they'll say something that like is almost identical to the clip they're about to set up. So
Right.
like, if they're like eating at a restaurant, they'll be like, yeah, well, some of those restaurants in Manhattan are really good, which reminds me of this movie I'm shooting called No Reservations.
And then they put up the clip.
And then they throw the clip up there. It's very underrated.
Right.
If you were a guest on a talk show, you've got to learn how to do that.
There's somebody seen on Facebook, I think Paul Rudd, supposedly every time he was on...
Paul Rudd!
I think every time he was on the Tonight Show, he always played the same clip. It was from the movie Mac and Me. Where I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's basically Mac and Me. It's like like some kid.
Thinking of Molly and me.
No. There's a movie called Mac and Me. It's like
It's actually the Macklemore biopic starring Paul Rudd.
No, it's this kid in a wheelchair. He finds this baby space alien and keeps it hidden from the government or whatever.
It sounds like
You know what's really funny? You ever see it? Yeah, don't worry about it. No one cares about Paul Rudd. I mean,
call him Paul Mudshark.
but no one's actually really funny when a guy's in a wheelchair for no reason because he's just so crazy.
Yeah.
You ever see a guy like that?
Are you talking about Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, because he's so crazy.
He's
just in a wheelchair.
He's a little bound
It's like,
up
why
with
is
the
he got
thing over his face.
It's like, why is he in a
You're gonna eat
wheelchair? It's like, why is he in a wheelchair? And they're just like, no, because you can't let this guy walk. He walks around, he starts killing people.
Kills with his feet.
If I go fucking nuts, that's what I want to be. I want to be in a chair, look like Lieutenant Dan.
Be in a wheelchair writing monologue jokes for 20 minutes. Killing the energy of the podcast. I was ready to shoot.
You were ready to shoot?
I was
Come
ready
on,
to start
shoot.
Well,
Come on, shoot the ball. The ball's in your court.
Yeah, but the guy who had the ball for the entire first half missed every shot.
Yeah, but you know what, though? That's why I'm a second half player. I'm a second half player. I come through in the clutch. Come on. Here's the ball. Start. You hear that? You hear that dribbling? That's the other team.
What were you saying about Mac? What were you saying about Mac and Me?
No, it's just.
What is that?
It's
an alien?
It's a movie from the 80s or 70s. But
what does that have to do? What does that have to do with Paul Rudd? Paul Rudd's in the movie from the 70s. And
I don't
80s?
know if it's I don't know if it's him as when he was a kid. when he started
What are you
acting.
talking
But
about?
no, it's
Paul Rudd, it was a child.
Have you gone mad?
Are you losing
Going
your mind?
mad right now.
Are you losing your mind too?
No, it's just like every time he was like a guest on I believe it was the Tonight Show. It's like whatever like movie. It's like no matter what movie it's like he was coming out with, he would just show like this one clip where it's the scene like the kid's rolling down like a hill in a wheelchair and he falls off a cliff or some shit.
Paul Rudd's
it's like
got a
when he
great
meets the
sense of
alien for the
humor.
first time.
I got you.
Well,
He just shows that clip every
the
time.
first 14 minutes of the show was bad monologue jokes and the recalling a Paul Rudd movie that seems like it doesn't even exist.
It does.
It does.
No, it's not a Paul Rudd movie.
I don't think it's Paul. It's just like a clip that he like shows. They likes to joke around and say, "Yeah, look, yeah, there's my new movie coming out."
Fucking 15 minutes in, and I'm bored to tears.
You and everybody else.
What's going on?
Well, we were accused of shock jock humor.
So what? We're gonna
So we're trying to clean it up.
try to clean it up a little bit.
We're trying to be clean. We're trying to clean it up. You're showing me the movie now.
You know it's real.
I know this movie. Yeah.
Remember we named an episode the worst episode ever, and it turned out not to be that bad.
Yeah.
Counts. I'm hoping that happens to this episode.
No. What's going on up there?
I don't know. They're bowling or something.
Keep it
shut
down.
up, da.
Gotta keep it down for your neighbors.
I get my broom and tap the ceiling. Hey,
We're supposed to be the
quiet
loud
down.
ones.
Yeah, I know.
Let me ask you something. Because you live here, and
I do.
if someone breaks into your house, do you have the proper protection?
What do you mean?
Do you have a gun?
No.
Oh.
Do you should have a gun in this like down here. I'll tell you why.
Like Chuck Norris, I am the gun.
I fear for that. I don't think you are the gun.
He's just hoping one of the Batman action figures come to life.
Hey, I got the one I got in the corner there is big enough.
Because
Take
you know
out a
what?
guy.
I have a feeling that if Zombie got robbed, he'd be like, just give me 1 minute, and he goes into a closet and comes out as a superhero.
Zombie coming out of the closet? No way. You know what? Though?
pussy.
Let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. You sleep with your door shut?
No.
You leave it open?
Yeah, why would I close it?
Why would he close it? That's how the ghost will get him.
No, well, everybody knows if you get under the covers, they can't get you.
Well,
Just can't
the
get
reason why I say you should shut your door at night because if someone robs your house, at least you have protection. You're keeping the door shut.
it doesn't lock.
Oh,
Wasn't there was a Nickelodeon show, right? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
That was a show,
I
right?
think they're bringing that back.
course.
They bring back everything.
Yeah, they're bringing it back. It's called Dan Schneider. That's for the people out
But
there.
wasn't there a gimmick on the show with there was something living under the bed? Was that Nickelodeon? No, that's
I haven't seen
you ever see Little Monsters?
Yes.
Right. That's one of the things.
Howie
that's
Mandel and
that-
Fred Savage.
Yeah, a Howie Mandel classic. And the thing is, the monster lives under the bed, right?
Right.
And that's how they got him.
Yeah, Howie Mandel plays like the cool monster.
It's true, yeah.
It's like the cool monster.
the lame monster.
How did he Howie Mandel Jewish, right?
I think so.
He's a Jew.
I would assume.
Oh, he's got to be a Jew.
Yeah.
Because
Sounds
there's
like
no way he should be this famous. He's fucking famous as shit. He's as big as like Howard Stern or Jay Leno.
Right.
Like as a talk show guy. Like, because he had his own talk show in the 90s,
Yeah.
right? Where he was. You ever see the interview with him and Amanda Bynes when she was like 12?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and
He's so creepy.
and he's
during
like
the interview.
flirtatious with her.
Kind of, yeah.
Right? Yeah, she probably found out that she was like good to go.
Right,
From some of
exactly.
his like
From
you know,
Schneider.
Yeah, from some of his Nickelodeon buddies.
Probably Schneider picked up one of those big giant cell phones back
Do you
in
know
the 90s.
he was? You remember? Sorry.
And was like, "Hey Howie,
Yeah.
she's good to go." And Howie Mandel said, "Yes."
Do you remember the show Deal or No Deal? Right?
Yeah.
No, he tried to reboot. He tried to bring that back. He tried to reboot it, but was going to do the show in Ethiopia, and it was to be called Meal or No Meal. Ah, damn it!
I guess you should have wrote it down
Yeah.
before you said
read
it.
off.
Damn it!
We're cleaning up our humor.
Just not. Yeah.
We're cleaning up our humor. Anyway, Howie Mandel,
Yeah.
fucking. There's no reason for him to be that famous because he's not talented. Like he's a guy. He's not funny. Is he funny?
It's funnier than us right now.
We're right now the Howie Mandela podcast.
I mean, I thought it was funny when I saw him at St. George Theater.
Oh, did you now? Well, you went to go see him?
Yeah. Well,
Why?
No, it was my mother. My mother won tickets at some raffle, and like she wasn't going to go, so she gave them to me.
That's
and
how he filled
saying-
20,000 seats in St.
No,
George Theater.
sadly, he didn't even pack. It wasn't even a packed house.
10,000 people won free raffle tickets at some church.
That's a great way.
People
to
people
fill
are
seats
trying to
at
have a
comedy
conversation. People are trying to have a conversation with him, like mid-performance.
Yeah, because they were like, "Stop doing jokes. Stop it. We don't want to hear your
He
fucking."
used to like be like in the middle of joking to be like, "Howie, I love you."
No, what was so-
I love you too.
Yeah, he's so nice. Yeah. Remember his
Asking
stupid
for-
show?
Can I give you a hug?
Remember the Bobby's World show, the cartoon?
Love that cartoon when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And that was his like his dumb. You like that cartoon?
I liked it when I was a kid. I mean,
It's gay though.
Because he has had a lot of endeavors. Because he had that show, he had a talk show in the '90s. Then he went away for a while.
He didn't go away for as long as we think he did.
He was
no
also,
Deal
he
or
was
No
a-
Deal came like
He was in a
around.
few movies, right?
I only really know him from that Little Monsters movie. I don't know. Have you seen anything else?
With Howie Mandel. And
I'm sure he was like in movies I don't know
Let's
of.
see if I can look it up.
And I was always black when I was like watching Deal or No Deal.
Why? Because he's
He
bald.
had perfect tan. He's bald. I thought he was a black guy for like a week.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It makes sense.
Why? I mean, he could be half black too.
Apparently, he was the voice of Gizmo in Gremlins.
People needed to know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not many other movies, and I guess it's like guest spots and I guess voices on different shows.
And he has OCD, doesn't he?
No, he's Germaphobic.
OCD.
That's not German. That's not
I
German.
thought you said he's German phobic. Like he can't be around Germans.
Well, he is a Jew.
Did someone say see Kyle?
Germophobic.
So wait, OCD is not the
No, OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder, meaning, okay, let's say if I had OCD and I had to do something like 3 times, like when I left the room. So it's like if I walk from the kitchen into the living room, as I pass the light switch on the wall here, I have to flick it up and off like 3 times, like on, off, on, off, on, off.
That's crazy.
It's like before I continue on, and then I come back into this room, on, off, on, off, on, off. That's OCD. That's just like you have to do like some weird little thing
Okay.
every time that you can't control it.
Yeah.
Know where we lost him when we played the Tonight Show theme in the beginning?
Is that where we lost him?
I feel like almost minutes in because you don't play like an old fashioned 70s.
Yeah, baby.
Like when you're fucking like.
Nobody listening. This is
But let's go all the
before
way
now.
with it. Let's just be wacky. Because this episode, it's already in the bag. People have already shut off. Let's go fucking nuts now. People aren't listening to this part. Let's go all in now. Come on.
Well, what do you want to go all on with?
I don't know. Let's talk about life a little bit. Let's talk about fucking life.
Zombie just opened
Zombie
up a
just
back.
spilled beer all over.
Spilled beer all over the place.
Clean it. Now clean it up. Now we're yelling.
Just cleaned the floor yesterday.
Did you? Yeah, I did. You did a good job there. Oh, he's bending over and farting.
No, but,
I love good farting humor. Oh, that Coca-Cola was really good.
yeah, no more Coca-Cola for you.
That Coca-Cola was really tasty. Come on, let's go.
What happened? What happened? Did you hear about the Mueller report? Did you watch? Do you
No. Tell me about it.
They found out.
Who's
that
Mueller?
Mueller, the guy who's looking
Mueller?
for shit on Trump.
Mueller.
Who's that? Robert Mueller?
Robert Mueller,
You
yeah.
call him Bobby. Bobby.
Bobby the Mule.
Bobby,
He was investigating Donald Trump on what they were colluding with the Russians.
Yeah.
And
Trump's
what
campaign.
it come out that he wasn't colluding.
There was no collusion.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. Everyone knew that.
Everyone's trying to get Trump on something, huh?
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Come on, let's just go all the way with it.
I know. Well, I'm trying to.
Let's keep pounding the unfunniness to the ground. We'll get some humor out of this. We're going to make people laugh either way. People tune in. First off, everyone knows that people tune into this show not for the humor, but for the sound quality.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have many other podcasts like this one with such good sound quality.
We're just a typical shock jock comedy rambling podcast.
People think you're a great producer, by the way. Zombie.
Okay, he knows.
I don't produce nothing.
Stop buttering up his ego.
Well, I'm going to shoot him back down.
No, I didn't like on the. I posted that status, right? I posted the review. We don't have that many reviews anyway, but
20.
Yeah, and they're usually generally positive. This one guy didn't like the show, I guess, right? And he still gave it 3 stars.
Not my cup of tea.
That's what he said. Right?
That's the only thing I didn't
So
like.
I put it out. I know it's so annoying. I just hate that term, you know. And I put it out, and like most people liked it. And that's fine. I don't care. But one of my friends, right, like who I grew up with, right? He has never even paid attention to anything I've ever done on Facebook, but he's always been such like a negative guy, right? And like he kind of takes like I feel like he takes like pleasure in whenever I fuck up, right? And of course he liked the status. He had to like it. I put out like jokes, I promote shows on there, right? And the one negative review, he had to like it. I'm like, oh, you fucking prick. Like, how about a text message like every once in a while and be like, hey, you're doing fine. No.
He
Like
texts us all the time.
no, I know it's fine, but
You crazy, baby.
that don't make me crazy.
Yeah, but let's be honest. The last 20 minutes of the show hasn't been good at all.
No, I know that. So like, we have been we've been upfront that we're not a good podcast. We've told people that. I've told people to their faces that no, our show is not very good. Even though most people are nice and they're like they like it and that's cool.
Yeah.
But we realize that what we do is basically what that guy described.
I disagree. I don't think we're shock jock. I don't think we're shock
not
jock enough.
Yeah, we don't do enough.
I think we should do more shock jock
like,
everything.
what's the most shock jock thing?
Like we go on the highway, we all show our tits, and I'll paint my belly G, Zong paints his belly N, and you paint your belly R. Right. And we're on the highway. We're like, woo, yeah, shock jock. We should do more shock jockery.
We never did any we didn't egg a church or anything like that.
Not yet.
Or pants a rabbi while he's giving.
Hey, let's go to Notre Dame and go egg their fucking burn down castle there.
Yeah, we don't do it. It's like real shock jock stuff.
Yeah.
Like bring a woman in here and sexually assault her by accident.
Let me see your tits. Take off your top. Come on, take it off already.
Yeah.
We brought on Geraldine.
We don't even do like phony.
mocked her.
We don't even do phony phone calls or anything.
We
like
should
that.
though.
Yeah,
We do all the
we were real shock jocks. So we would do phony phone calls.
So basically, we're shock hacks.
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying? Shock hawks. So,
yeah.
well, what are you gonna do? I guess I'm saving all the good stuff for Farook. All the topics. I got a lot of topics.
If Farook does,
I got a lot of topics.
Oh, if Farook does, he's coming by. You have to
Yeah, he should be coming.
Let's make no mention of this episode, okay? Let's go into it fresh.
Yeah, no,
'Cause I'm slightly annoyed.
it's not. You can't be annoyed, baby.
He's annoyed, man.
I'm not
Getting
annoyed.
annoyed.
You're pissed off. Would you shave?
Yeah.
Pussy.
Okay.
That's what we used to say to each other back in the day. If you shaved, shaved. What you got? Shaved pussy? Come on, come on, let it out. What are you annoyed with? The opening monologue, the new opening monologue.
No, it's fine. It was very entertaining.
I guess you're pissed about that, huh?
No, I'm not pissed.
You're pissed at great joke writing. That's what it is. Maybe if a zombie read off the jokes, it'd be better.
I don't think those jokes should ever be heard again.
They're not even that bad.
Here's a monologue for you. I like that one.
That's the producing that you bring.
That's the show. Now we just, instead of saying like punchlines, we just fart into the mic. That's what we do.
It'd be like the movie of Idiocracy.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
It'd be like the movie Ass. You know, people just listen to this podcast just like they're listening to an ass and occasionally it farts.
We have gotten dumber as a society, right?
It's only going to get worse.
People have gotten dumber.
Yeah, well, listen.
Is that a callback to a previous episode?
What episode would that be?
I don't remember the number, but I think there was a bit that we did. It was like how we dumbed down as a culture or
yeah.
something.
We did. Yeah. That was like one of our first.
That's like a year ago.
Yeah, well, that was like one of our first.
When the show was good.
The show was good then? I don't think the show was
Nah, I think the show's better now.
great now.
Yeah.
I think this episode proves it.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you have a bad set in the beginning, and then towards the end, we pick it up. That's what you got to do here. You dug ourselves a hole.
Yeah, but not fake laughing at your mouth.
But you got to fake laugh at those. You got to fake laugh more.
Yeah,
it's important to do that.
I genuinely laugh at stuff. So
don't be a fag now.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Don't show your emotions.
No, it's fine.
You love to be genuine.
No, I don't know any other way to be. I'm too real.
You're too real.
That's why I can never become a stand-up comic because I say too much real shit on stage.
I like when people say that.
I know.
I like when people go, "I'm too real, baby."
Yeah.
I do the shit. I live the shit. I talk about the shit. That's my favorite comedian.
I like when a comic is like, "Put that notebook away. You're going up there and riffing tonight."
That's right.
It's like, but I got to do 20 minutes. It's like, yeah, but talk to the people. It's like I run out of shit to talk about.
Talk to the nice people.
The guys who riff the most, they steal the most.
It's true. Because they hear everything. That's like Robin Williams. Like Robin Williams would go on stage and basically not write anything.
Right.
But he would just say what he heard like the night before at the Comedy Store. And then would go up in front of an audience and the people were like, that's a great joke, Robin. Then he would do it so often, he would repeat the material every night, put it in a special, and then he has to go to the Comedy Store and write checks to people.
And let's be honest, Robin Williams sucked.
He's going to kill John Zombie. John Zombie loves him.
You're Robin Williams.
Love Robin Williams.
Are you really?
He's inspired by him, too.
You're a huge Robin Bernie Williams fan? Or I play guitar now. I think him as an actor, I think he was great. But as a stand-up comic, I don't think he was that fucking funny. Everyone's like, he was the funniest guy.
Live from the Met is funny. When he does the cocaine joke.
The cocaine joke.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good joke.
That's okay.
But that's like so... That's the prototypical Robin Williams joke, though.
Yeah, he's doing the voices.
Like he references the Wizard of Oz and
right.
the joke. And
that's right. But I'm not a huge fan of his comedy.
No, I wouldn't. He was not one of my favorites.
Stand-up comedy. And I didn't think he was that funny. No one didn't like him. Don Rickles did not like him.
What did he say?
During the what was the thing that Whoopi, Billy Crystal,
Comic Relief.
Comic Relief, and Don Rickles came out, right? And Don Rickles is an old school guy, does a lot of crowd work, and does insult humor.
He almost has like no right to talk in some ways. Because he's similar to Robin Williams, where he would talk off the top of his head, and he would kind of. I don't want to use the word steal because that's not really what his style wasn't. Like stealing written jokes, but he would say stuff that had been said like 150 times.
Yeah, that's fair. But this what happened was he came out and Don Rickles only liked Billy Crystal out of the three of them.
Yeah,
hated Whoopi Goldberg too.
Billy Crystal also was like the youngest member of the Friars Club ever.
Yeah,
he got inducted into the Friars like at 30 years old.
And from what I remember, Whoopi didn't like Don Rickles because she made like a face when he came out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
And then Rickles was like roasting Billy Crystal. And then he started roasting Whoopi Goldberg. She made like a face. She did like the old like, don't bring that shit over here, baby. And then he turned to Robin Williams. It was like, and you. He's like, I don't know what the fuck this guy is. I don't know what the. And Robin Williams just like acting like a real idiot. And Rickles kind of
like loving it. What do you mean by he's acting like a?
He's trying to match. Not even match wits. Not even that. Like just like kind of like. Doing his shtick while like instead of just taking the hits, like he's doing like and like Rickles is like, all right, calm down, like I'm roasting you, I'm breaking your balls. He doesn't know what the hell to do because he's a fucking idiot. Yeah. That's what he said. And then he was like, Rickles always was Rickles was always like the guy who was like, well, listen, I say this with great love. You guys are doing a great thing here tonight, right? He would do like one of those things. And he hugs Billy Crystal, hugs Whoopi Goldberg. Then he goes to hug Robin Williams, and Robin Williams grabs Billy Crystal's ass.
No, Don Rickles' ass.
I'm sorry, Don Rickles' ass. Right. And Rickles like, just like makes like a face, like just shakes his head.
I think I've seen that.
And just storms off. Yeah. He just left. But yeah, I don't think he cared for him. I don't think a lot of guys care for him because even like the way it was so weird when he committed suicide, so it's so odd and like I know like he was going through a lot, but it's so weird when people are celebrated when they commit suicide. Like it's so fucking odd.
I think it depends on who it is.
You don't think that?
Yeah, no.
You don't think that? Have you seen that acknowledged?
No. Yeah, I think it's like where, like, because Kurt Cobain committed suicide, but it's also a thing where people like were like, oh, he might have gotten murdered. Like when Robin Williams committed suicide, it was so obvious he committed suicide, and then it came out that he was suffering. He did have a disease, like he had Parkinson's. So it's like I understand like why people might be a little like, well, I feel bad.
Yeah, he I don't know, like it was.
Well, you don't like so. When someone commits suicide, you're like,
I say, Buffalo, you don't want to live no more. Good for you. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I say.
Yeah, you know, empathize with people who commit suicide.
Not at all. I say, get the fuck out.
Or who are suicidal.
You don't want to live no more. Yeah, slit your wrist. But he shouldn't be celebrated though. Everyone's crying around the casket. He controlled the outcome of his death. I can see if he had cancer.
He was mentally ill.
Yeah, he was a fucking idiot. He was a stunad.
How about euthanasia?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, fucking A.
I don't know what that is. What's euthanasia?
No, but seriously, how about you? Would you say the same thing about like someone who's old that wants to I'm sorry. Someone that's old that wants to kill themselves because they're too old to live, and they're like dying in the inside.
Like if someone's like 92,
Yes.
wants to jump off a fucking bridge.
No, not fucking jump off a bridge like when they like what fucking Jack Kevorkian did.
Euthanasia. I like that movie. Youth of Asia.
Yes.
Are you talking about the young people of Asia? Is that what this is?
You like to bang 14-year-old Japanese hookers?
No, let me tell you something about the youth of Asia. If you want to kill it, because they have a problem too with the whole, right? Because you can't have more.
Japan.
Chinese.
You can't have more than two fucking kids,
Right?
And then they want to kill the.
Japan has the suicide forest.
Right, and that's what you're talking about, youth of Asia. That's what I'm talking about. I say, if you're gonna kill your kid, you don't do that. You send the kid off. Go free. Go. That's what I say.
That's abortion. We're not talking about that.
But if you want to kill someone has cancer and they bring in the good doctor and the doctor sticks a needle in him and he's dead, right?
That's
That's what you want for your parents? No, I don't want that for my parents.
No, if they consented it, we have the same parents, so there's nothing we can do about that. If they were okay with it,
because
I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't want to do it.
I say leave my plug alone. That's a great bit. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't give a if I'm suffering. By the way, if I'm suffering, yeah, leave my shit alone. I want to live. The whole point of life is living. There's one rule.
Is it really?
There's one rule. Don't die. Right? That's the rule.
Everybody always breaks that rule, though.
Right? That's like the one thing, like that's the biggest fear. Am I wrong? Is dying?
Yeah. Well, what if everyone else you know is dead?
Well, make new friends.
But then what if they die?
But you're so old that it's hard for you to even like.
Well, they got Tinder now, don't they? What do you mean? You can.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
So what? You live in an attic for a few fucking years. You pop in every now and then to a grocery store. You pick out a grocery. You start a conversation with them. You talk about like whatever the fuck you want to do.
You pick out a grocery, start a conversation with the grocery.
Hey, lettuce. You do what you want. Then you go back home. You fall asleep. Hope to die. You wake up the next morning. That's the beauty of life, baby. What are you talking about?
All right.
I'll tell you what, though. If I'm in the hospital tomorrow, I don't want no one visiting me because I don't want you to see how vulnerable I am. Because people like to visit people in the hospital. I mean, look, I wait for the person to be like, okay, now I want visitors. But people are just like, oh my God, this person in the hospital, let me go see them right away.
But also,
that's ridiculous.
If you're in the hospital, you have the option to tell your like nurses not to let anyone see you.
And I will tell them immediately.
That would be you, right? Like no one sees me like this.
Yeah, like when I had gallbladder surgery. First off,
that's not the kind of surgery though that would be like no one's. That's literally a 4-hour surgery.
But they put you in a. First off, it's very embarrassing. They put you in a gown you're a 16-year-old girl.
You had a gallbladder surgery. Are you saying that you kept everybody out?
Know how small my penis was in that gown?
Hold on. So wait, did you say that you would keep everybody?
I swear, I think the last words. The last words I heard before I had gallbladder surgery, I swear I heard one of the nurses turn around and go, "Oh my God, that guy's dick is so small."
Is that true?
No, I don't think so. I have a massive cock.
It would be funny though if you go in for like a 2-hour surgery and go, "Hey, doctor, no visitors."
Oh, they kicked me out right away.
Yeah, you don't have like good health insurance, right?
Well, no.
Well, either way, they still kick you out.
They kicked me out right away. I woke up because after I had gallbladder surgery because I'm a 90-year-old woman, and I woke up in the fucking in the hospital, and I'm like, where am I? And the nurse was like, you just had surgery, all this shit like that, and then she gave me ice chips, right, and a graham cracker. And apple juice, and it's still one of the best things I ever tasted, besides pussy. And then she gave me, and she's like, "Okay, there's your clothes. Get up and get the hell out of here." And I said, "Whoa, I can't just leave just yet. I just had surgery, baby." But that was actually really funny. Before I got the surgery, naturally I had to go to the hospital, and there was this mess of a human fucking like at the front desk, just burping up a storm, just turning around to the people at the front desk, the receptionist, like, "I need a room. I'm having surgery." And I'm like, "Look at this fucking schmuck." So as fate will have it, who's in my room, waiting for the waiting room for the surgery? Is this fucking idiot. This moron, he's in the room. He's talking to my mother, going, "Oh my God, he's so young. What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I have gallbladder surgery." He's like, "I got that removed 12 years ago." So I'm like, he's burping up a storm. He was disgusting. He had to be a gay guy. He was like, he had like a little tape mustache. He was just so now he's talking up a storm. I'm like, "Sir, I'm a little tired. Could you just like not talk for a while?" He's like, "I understand you're nervous. No problem. I'm gonna go to my room. I'm gonna go to my side of the room." So he's in his side of the room. He's laughing hysterically at the view, like laughing at Joy. Everything Joy Behar said. He's like cracking up. Oh joy, oh joy. So now the best part is, so I'm sitting there with my mom. I'm on my phone. I'm miserable because I'm about to have gallbladder surgery. Fucking now, his fucking sister, mother, and I'm guessing his grandmother, they all come running in the room, crying hysterically, just going, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening again." He's like, I know, Mom, I know. They're hugging, he's crying now, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "Oh God, this fucking idiot." So now the doctor comes in. I have an Italian doctor. He comes in. He's like, "Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be okay. Get the wheelchair. Bring the wheelchair." So I put me in the wheelchair, and again, I have a small dick.
Dr. Vinny Boombots?
Again, I have a small dick. So I had to fluff myself up a little bit, So I was like, "Let me go to the bathroom." He's like, "We don't have time. Sit in the chair." So now I'm in the chair. They're wheeling me to the surgeon room. Yeah. So they put me on the bed. They're talking to me, and I'm like, "Yeah." I'm telling them what I did. Yeah, what I do. And they're like, "Yeah, that sounds great." And I conk out. So, like I said, I woke up, in the room, and the first thing I hear in the room is this fucking idiot going, "I'm in so much pain!" Trying to get the nurse's attention, screaming to get the nurse. He's like, I go, "Oh, this fucking idiot." So then, when the nurse kicked me out, of my bed and put my clothes on, he goes, "How did it go?" Like as if I knew, and I was in so much pain at that point. So
you're holding it like a man, though.
Yeah. I mean, but I did ask for an Oxycontin. I was like, "Do you have any like drugs?" Because I was in so much fucking pain. So now he hears this, right? He goes, "Yeah, me too. Give me an Oxycontin." The nurse goes, "I'm not your nurse. I can't help. I need help." I go, "Could you just get me the fuck out of here?" So now they wheel me out. And they will be. I see my mom just picks me up.
Where did the guy get? Why was he in the hospital? What did he have?
Because he had this weird burping. I guess he had like a gastrointestinal problem. I have no idea. But he was the worst. I was like, "Oh my God!" I loved when his family came in, and they were of course all big fat Italian women, and they were just crying hysterically. I guess he had like a number of surgeries at least before this.
Real drama.
He was a mess. Probably I think he was a gay guy. Said something. They put you in a gown.
What he swallowed? Too much cum? It's my no filter form.
That's like my third. I had my tonsils removed. Then I had the nose, the deviated.
You had
septum?
that?
Yeah, I had that, and I had gallbladder.
Don't they fix your nose though when you take they take the deviated septum out?
But it grew back, like it like
the bone grew back.
Yeah, something like that. That's why
cartilage.
That's why I have
cartilage.
Yeah, that's why I have sleep apnea now.
All right.
I probably have to go for that.
When did you get that done? The deviated septum.
When I was 10.
10 years old.
That was when remember the hurricane? Not the hurricane.
Hurricane Floyd was when you got your tonsils taken out.
Yeah. I was 10. Yeah, because we were collecting baseball cards and shit.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was during the afternoon.
Really? Yeah.
I had surgery,
and the cartilage grew back.
Yeah.
I guess because when you're like puberty, your nose grew in.
I guess I don't know. Yeah.
That's weird because usually it would flatten out.
Because I was a falcon as a child. I had a giant nose, a giant falcon-esque nose.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, just a little tail.
No, it's fine. It's much better than Monologue Jokes.
Sit right back and hear a tale
I should stick to the stories, huh? Well, that's what a good monologue comedian does. A good monologue comedian.
I was watching a guy on Monday night. I was at a mic, and he's like old fashioned Brooklyn guy, right?
What mic was this? This was.
It doesn't sound important.
Oh, okay. No, because I'm just trying to remember what we did. Oh, 2 joke minimum.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was avoiding saying where we went,
I know.
but he's like one of those like Brooklyn guys, and he's just telling jokes. But he's like doing that Brooklyn accent where it's like all this stupid fucking. He's like, I was an umpire, right? Because that's what he did. He was like, I became an umpire. He's doing youth baseball. Then I tried to become a professional umpire. I got traded from all 30 major league teams. And I was like, that was like the joke.
Hey, forget about my mother.
Yeah. And then he said, yeah, what's with the transvestites?
Who are these trans people? Nah.
It's like,
What's with them today?
LGBTQ, get the fuck out of here.
Believe me, I ain't no prejudice guy. But these transsexuals, they fucking disgusting, aren't they? Yeah. Nah, we're pro-trans on this fucking podcast. You know that,
We're woke.
Zombie.
We're woke around
You know
here.
that, Zombie.
We're also pro-trains.
That's right. Zombie,
Now
you
what
have,
twins?
your sideburns looking more and more like a young John Voight. I always say that.
They keep getting out of hand. They got to get
You
them
look
under
like a
control.
young. Imagine when you grow up, you get more. Grow up. He's like 90. That sounds like grow up more. Imagine when you get a little older. When you're 50, you'll probably look exactly like John Voight.
You should really be a revolutionary war reenactor.
Yeah, I hear you're British now.
I say, boy.
So Jerry Martinez, who was on the show last week, got back together with his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, Julia. They announced they're back
We all
together.
knew it was like happening for years.
Which, yeah, everyone's very happy for them. But Zombie writes on their Facebook wall
About bloody time.
about bloody time. Why would you use the word bloody there?
I like British idioms. I watch a lot of British movies, British TV shows.
So do you use blood? I never heard you use bloody once. Not in this
Not
show.
around you.
Why?
I don't know. I just never felt like it.
Why?
You know that Telly, what's his name? Kojak. Telly Savalas? Is that his name?
Tony Savalas?
No, that's not. No, what's Kojak's name? You know,
Kojak?
Remember Kojak?
Talking about the actor?
Yeah, the actor. Telly.
Whatever. Go on, Mom.
Yeah, get up his real name.
Let's call him Kojak.
Well, he in the 70s, right? He was married to
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas. His
got
name
a
escaped
name,
me.
right?
But so he was married to Nicolette Sheridan's mother.
Okay.
Right? And Nicolette Sheridan was like 15 years old and acting like a total whore. Right? And she would try to always like seduce Telly Savalas just to
Why?
further her own career. She was like mentally ill.
Wants to suck his dick.
He was a handsome guy in the 70s.
Really? You think he was a good-looking man?
No, I mean, I don't. Greg, can I tell the fucking story?
Okay, tell the story.
All right. Yeah, she would act like a major whore and try to get him to bed and like because she wanted to blackmail him because he had a lot of money,
Right.
you know. And then her mother, and Telly Savalas got a divorce, and he was like really he was in like debt with gangsters. Right, Las Vegas gangsters, right, and
Oh, that fresh talent out there.
and so in the 80s, she was just being passed around Hollywood, right? But she was loving it because she was getting a lot of work, and then her career died, and then she saw him at a Vegas car show or some shit, and. And then she tried to like fuck him again or something like that.
Really?
And then they tried to like Me Too him recently, and someone came out and was like, "No, that's not true. She never had sex with Telly Savalas because he's like the one guy that never would ever do anything with her because basically that was his daughter,
Right.
Because he practically raised her, right? And now she has like no career and stuff.
Good
Like
for
that. She was
Kojak.
trying to come back from that. Like she was going to like expose him as like some sort of
He was probably like, let me tell you something, pussycat. We're never going to make it.
Yeah.
We're never going to do it here.
Who loves you, baby? That was
Who
his name.
loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby?
Apparently not me, because I won't fucking stick it to you. Yeah, Kojak.
I like that.
More like blowjack.
Blowjack. Blowjack Cockman.
You've been very obnoxious this episode.
More so than usual.
Yeah, I try to get a story out. He has to interrupt me.
Yeah, I was just saying that's bizarre. That who wanted to blow that guy? That guy was ugly.
He wasn't a bad. I don't. He
was an ugly man.
You know what, Greg? You're right.
It wasn't easy on the. I was not easy on the eyes. You know, it's like a Kojak. Yeah.
So, we're 48 minutes in.
48 minutes in.
Why don't we shelve this episode? Is Farook on his way?
Shelve this one. I like this one. This one was a sick episode. Why don't we edit? We can edit. We can always edit.
We don't have to edit.
You don't like to edit.
Point. Edit what we're gonna do? Edit out the bad stuff. This is the whole episode.
49 minutes of
We talk about the story
of mediocrity.
The story was funny.
The story was funny. Yeah,
that was fun.
Thanks for the story,
a
Greg.
minute-long podcast.
Yeah. And the Don Rickles stuff. I thought that was good.
interesting. But I think obviously my Telly Savalas thing wasn't good at all. But it would be good if I wasn't interrupted.
It was fine.
Because you throw me off my tracks. That's why.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk, and then
it's my job to get you back on. He
doesn't talk to you. He just talks at nothing. He doesn't really know how a conversation works.
What are you talking about?
Can I speak?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, doesn't know how to.
Let me finish.
See, neither do you. Like you just talk at me, and I'm trying to talk to you, and interrupt me.
So where did you find out that he was being me too? Huh?
That was it. That was over now.
But it's
probably wasn't even that interesting.
Yeah, let's be honest. He's a star from the '70s. Not like you said, fucking Frasier. if it was fucking Frasier, I'd be more interested. But you're not. It's not Frasier. I can't wait to have one of those Becks. By the way,
don't drink on my Becks.
I can't wait to have one of those Becks.
Don't drink on my Becks. I bought these for the last meal of the fucking week.
This is what I do. This is what I do for the podcast. I come on the podcast. I interrupt everyone. I drink zombies Becks. Yeah. I'm like the podcast fairy.
Next time you come here, I'm a whole case of Bud Light Lime in there. That way you know you won't drink them.
But I wasn't mocking you last week. That was Jerry and Rob. I said it was a bizarre choice.
I admit I was openly mocking John.
Right. Well, let's be honest. You were drinking Bud Light Lime. Like queer.
Well, normally you're. If anything, you would say one thing. In my defense, I had no idea.
Becks.
I had no idea Bud Light Lime was associated with being like a thing that only women drank.
Really? You had no idea about that?
I normally drink just like
it's the
regular.
Biggest queer drink around.
I normally drink just regular Bud Light, but I figured, like I said, it was in 7-Eleven.
You want to spice it up?
To get some little flavor in it. You know?
I mean, I just picture him fucking in the supermarket. Yeah. Just like, I'm going to spice it up tonight. I'm going to get some Bud Light Lime.
I mean, if you just realize what you just said, you said you want to spice it up.
I didn't say I wanted to spice it up. I said
you were like,
some little
you
flavor.
want flavor in it. Yeah, that's spicing up. That's like kind of gay. Like, you can't. That's how a gay guy thinks.
With
that's
flavor,
how I'm telling you right now. That's how gay men think, though. When they're buying beer, especially. Bud Light Lime's a gay drink. I'm sorry, I can't. So
you're saying
I can't support it.
So I'd say, I think I'll have a Bud Light Lime tonight, and then go suck a dick. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's not that you would suck a dick, but you would be like,
if I'm gay and I'm sucking dick,
you'd be
like, I?
No, you're not gay. You're probably like in the closet if you're drinking Bud Light Lime.
By the way, speaking of,
I know you're not a gay man.
That's my subtle way of saying, hey, look, I'm drinking this Bud Light Lime. You know, it's like one of these days I'm going to say, hey, fellas, I'm fucking gay. Give me a dick.
Speaking of gay,
you know what? Hold on a second. If you did come out and say that you were gay, right? And the first thing
you wouldn't be the least bit surprised.
No, we would be surprised, but then we would go. Remember that time he was drinking Bud Light Lime? That's the first thing everyone would think of.
Speaking of gay, you look in tone these days, bro.
I'm trying, sort of.
But you know what, though? I don't think. How can you be gay? You're like the least gay.
He's not. I know he's not gay, but if Bud Light Lime is a feminine drink.
It was just that you were the feminine.
Really, I honestly had no idea.
Feminine guy, be proud.
Do you not think it's a feminine beer?
I don't see the connection.
Why don't? Because it's lime. There's lime in it.
So?
And Bud Light. Because
you know what it is.
Would you? Okay, hold on a second. One second. Yeah. Would you? If you don't drink Bud Light, right? Anyway,
I drink.
Okay, all right. Would you put a lime in it before Bud Light Lime had existed?
Would I put a lime in it?
Would you have though? Would you have? You were around basically. You were still drinking. You were drinking before Bud Light Lime was a real thing.
Drinking before Bud Light.
No, but seriously.
Sometimes I like to.
Did you put a lime?
So no, I've never been like a big fan of putting lime in any beer that you put a lime in.
Well, I just like.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to try new things. Like I had no idea there was a sort of thing. It was like Bud Light Lime was considered to be.
That was the first time you drank Bud Light Lime.
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
I just wanted to try it. I had no idea.
Knew,
it was
well,
like,
you should have explained that.
You know what?
Well, I was being bombarded with
you should
ridicule.
He's gay.
you should have tried it not in a podcast setting. You know, when like the girls come over.
But yeah, have more girls over at my place than you do at yours. Oh,
whatever you say, baby.
All three of us know that's not true.
Yeah, but you know what though? Because Bud Light Lime, they should change the name. It should be rebranded.
What's a what?
To Bud Light. Bud Light. You call it Buddy Light.
Buddy Light.
Call it Buddy Light.
Well, they put the ingredients on the box now.
Well, that's like a cereal. Buddy Light cereal.
Like the Breyers ice cream.
Because you know what though.
Beers.
I like to have a lime with the Corona, but if it was called Corona Lime, I probably wouldn't buy it.
No, I don't like to get it.
It's the same basic thing though. It's like
I kind of like to have a Corona.
Sometimes I don't need it.
What was that?
It's like having a Corona with the lime, and then but not drinking something that basically already has the lime flavor in it.
Well, here's the other thing about this is another reason why I don't like Bud Light Lime, because they're pigs. I'll tell you why. Because they notice the bottle is the one that you get. It's a clear bottle, right? It's still a clear bottle today.
Bud Light?
Bud Light Lime?
Bud Light?
About? Yeah, Bud Light Lime. Yeah.
And they're clearly going for Corona there.
Yeah.
So they're like, instead of buying limes and with your Corona, just have a Bud Light Lime with this clear bottle. But it tastes like soap.
It does, actually.
I've had Bud Light Lime. Well, but I've also admitted to sucking dick before too. No,
They used to make. They used to encourage you to shake it. The bottle.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can shake it because it won't explode, and that would create because the Bud Light, the lime flavor is all at the bottom, so that would just just make you do that. So
Yeah.
Doesn't the Coca-Cola has lime too now?
they've always had.
Put the lime in the coconut.
Yeah, that's super commercial.
Right.
They've always done that.
But I love a good Chi-Chi.
Well,
That's pretty gay.
You know what they remember? If you got like a Diet Coke in a restaurant, they put a lemon in the Diet Coke.
Yeah, they still do.
They still do that?
Yeah.
Is that good? What's the deal with that? That's not good
I
at all.
just think because like it's like more of a beverage, you know, like
I guess so.
because the sweet in it, you know,
Right.
because Diet Coke's not.
But like
very
regular
sweet.
Coke is so good because of the Coke syrup.
I like a good what's it called, Mexican. The bottle.
Yeah, of course.
The
Yeah,
glass
that's
bottle.
real sugar. It's real sugar.
Yeah, it's called Mexican Cola.
Yeah.
You ever have those?
No.
You never had that? Like it's a Coke in a glass bottle. That's all it is. But they make it with a real sugar cane.
Yeah.
So it's from Mexico.
It's from Mexico.
Right.
How'd they get it over the wall?
It's no wall yet.
Exactly.
All right, we're 55 minutes in. Why don't we take a quick break and see where Farook is?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Regroup.
Grab your ball, grab your bat.
Regroup.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%. APR 4.22%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. Pay 0.88% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Hear that? That's the sweet sound of Minute Maid slushies at McDonald's, turning up your summer with every sip, slurp, and ah.
Get a small sweet peach, blue raspberry, or fruit punch slushie for just $2. Or get any size soft drink for $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with combo meal.